Good evening, everyone. It's wine o'clock here at the WINEMANs again. Tonight's offering is the Foundstone Merlot from Berton Vineyards. As you know, my favourite Australian grower. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this wine, what makes it so good. Tell you a little bit more about Berton Vineyards as well, because that's really, really important. So any of you that's watched any of my previous emails will have heard me talking about Bob and how he established the vineyard and the winery in 1996. But what a lot of people don't know is that he purchased a winery in Yenda in 1997. Now this winery is vast. It's massive. It gives him the ability to produce, I think it's something like 20,000 tons of wine a year. That's like mind-blowing. From such a tiny little grower just a year before, suddenly a monster in the Australian wine trade. But this also gives him the ability to produce incredible value for money wines, as well as his premium single vineyard offerings. And this is one of those value for money wines, the Foundstone Merlot. So it is about 93% Merlot, and then they add a little bit of Shiraz, about 4% of Shiraz, and then 3% of Cabernet, just to give it little nuances of flavour to it, and just to make it taste and look and smell a little bit different. But let's have a look at this and see what we've got here. Now, here we go. Very, very soft red colour, slightly purpley, with a lovely hint around the edges. And this is quite an amazing little wine. So on the palate, on the nose, you've got plum, you've got blackberry, you've got violet, but you've also got a very, very slight hint of oak. So now, the reason for the slight hint of oak is because this is a value for money wine, and it's used in a huge amount of pubs and restaurants as just above the house wine status, because the quality is outrageous and the price is also incredibly good. But they can't use things like oak casks to keep this in, because oak casks are damn expensive and they take a while to mature in it. So what they do is they use careful use of oak chips. So the wines are just basically, the grapes are all mixed in and the juice, it has some oak influence from those chips. Then it's gently strained away, and then it has some extra oak influence that is added at the last fermentation part of the actual wine. And it's also done by malolactic fermentation. So that's a very, very important thing. So let's have a taste of this bad boy, see what we've got here. So, bang, instant hit. Tannins, gone. Hits you straight away. Then the fruit comes in, creeps around the side of the mouth and just coats the tongue and just says, drink me, I'm just fun. I'm not boring and flat like so many Merlots, because Merlot is often, if you've seen the film Sideways, it goes, anyone drinking Merlot, I will kill you. But you don't get that with this particular one. Okay, it's not the best wine in the world. It's not meant to be. It's a really good value for money wine. It gives a huge amount of flavour, a huge amount of taste. It's got spicy, sort of herbaceous characteristics with it. It's got plum with it as well. It's also got blackberry with it. And it's really, and just again, a subtle hint of oak. This isn't oak like you would get in a Rioja. This is a very, very gentle oak that just massages the inside of your mouth and just lets you know that you're really going to enjoy it. So I put this with lamb, I'd put it even with pork, maybe even chill it a little bit and have it with some fish, because it's light enough and elegant enough to do that. So that's tonight's review. Foundstone Merlot from Bob Berton, Berton Vineyards. Get some, it's fab. Cheers.